Hello there monsters and men, ladies and people, and welcome to Recharging. It is time for another range test, but not a top speed range test, no, a regular range test with the Aiways U5 that is standing over here. This car has a 63 kilowatt hour battery pack and the WLTP range of this car is more than 400 kilometers. But I don't think we will reach that today because it is raining sometimes, so the road is wet and it's also 5 degrees Celsius outside. But that may not spoil the fun, and I'm very curious what this car will reach. We will actually do two kind of tests. One test where we will drive 90 kilometers an hour to simulate those mixed driving conditions, and also a high-speed test where we will drive 130 kilometers an hour. So let's go! So I'm currently cruising 93 kilometers an hour to meet that 90 kilometers an hour GPS speed. I have driven almost 25 kilometers, so the consumption had time to settle in a little bit. And the car says now it is doing 22.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And that's actually pretty good, because if you do the calculation based on that, the car will do more than 300 kilometers of range. And again, that will actually be pretty good. But we still have a lot of kilometers to go, so we will see. So I've just passed the 100 kilometers driven. I've used 37% for that. So if we do the math now, the range is more around 275 kilometers. The consumption actually settled down to 21.3 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So if I do the rough calculations, that means that the 63 kilowatt hours of battery capacity that this car should have is maybe not the available energy, but the gross capacity. So the capacity of the whole battery pack, and that the available capacity is just a little bit less. And I'm going to try to calculate the actual available energy, but it doesn't seem to be 63 kilowatt hours. But anyway, 100 kilometers, 37%. So again, the range right now, it will look like we will actually get a range of 275 kilometers. So the car actually reached 15% state of charge sooner than 200 kilometers distance driven. I really didn't expect that. I mean, the car is now at 13% and we have driven 195 kilometers. So that means that the range is actually quite a lot worse than I initially thought that it would be. How much worse? Well, we will see that soon when we reach the charger. So I'm back at the charger after doing the 90 kilometers per hour run. I started the run with 90% state of charge and I reached the charger with 10% state of charge. So that means I've used 80% state of charge. With that 80%, I have driven 203.8 kilometers. So if we do the math on one full battery, this car has a range of around 255 kilometers in these conditions. In summer, I expect that you can hit that 300 kilometers. But still, that is way less than the 400 kilometer plus WLTP range that is claimed for this car. So yeah, and it's also less than I expected that this car would do. But actually, it is not that bad. And that is because, well, this is actually a very big car. And car of a similar size, most of the times of premium brands, do have a bigger battery than that 63 kilowatt hours than this car has, and they reach similar range. So actually 255 to 300 kilometers in summer is actually not that bad. I also said that this car probably does not have 63 kilowatt hours of available capacity, and I did some calculations, and after some heat loss, I think that this car has roughly 58 to 59 available energy to use while driving. So that was it. Let's see how the car does if you drive with a higher speed. So we have used 50% state of charge and we have driven 87 kilometers. So if you do the math based on that, this car will have a range of 175 kilometers when you drive 130 kilometers an hour. Unfortunately for the Germans, what I find out that for some reason the cruise control of this car only works until 130 kilometers per hour. If you drive faster than that, it says, please slow down to use the cruise control. Who thought of that? Why would you design things like that? Oh, those things boggle my mind. But anyway, let's keep going. So I'm back at the charger and I did the high-speed run. I started that run with 85% and I ended with 8%. So that means I've used 77%. With that 77%, I have driven 131 kilometers. So if you do the math, the range of this car, while you drive 130 kilometers an hour, is about 170 kilometers. Keep in mind it is a little bit colder now, so in summer you can probably reach around 200 kilometers of range. But while driving with high speeds, this car does get quite thirsty. Anyway, that are the results, and that was it. I hope you liked it, and if you do, please give a like and do subscribe. If you did not, please leave a comment below to see what I can improve. And then I would like to say now, thank you a lot for watching, and as always, to be continued.